Hi guys,
Hey guys,
welcome
to episode
99
Yay!
of Banter Over Brunch. Shangwe na
We're
vigelegele.
almost a century old.
Yeah.
Is it a century?
It,
Yeah. I'm just confirming. Should be a century.
should be a century.
Yeah. Amazing. I feel great. I'm excited for this episode even.
Yeah, it's a
dilemma.
dilemmas episode.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys who sent for us your dilemmas so that we can create this episode before next week's, where hopefully we have guests on set so that we can finish episode 100 with a bang.
Woohoo! At season 5 with the bang.
Season 5. Season 5 imekaa sana. We need to actually be timing. How many
Episodes per season. Kitambo it used to be like 16. I don't know if it's which is a lot, because I was hearing Joyride saying, oh, we've just finished shooting season 2, we have 10 episodes. I was like,
just 10 inakwanga nini. Si tunaendanga tu at this point we are
vibes
just
and inshallah
until
we're like, okay, I'm
until
actually
we are
tired.
like getting tired, and then that's when we're like, okay, we need to take a break. Now those people who never take breaks, there are so many podcasts like that every week without fail, without breaks. Damn.
Kudos Shout out to you guys. But everyone with their own style.
And I think that's even content creation in general. That's
I think for me, even me like this year, even me, because I've not been under formal employment and all that. It's just me sort of doing so many things and organizing my time. I actually had to look at the calendar and put a date where I'm not going to touch anything. Where it's like, I'm on leave, by the way. I'm on Christmas break. I'm not even school. Make sure by then at least I've done what I need to do so I can have 2 weeks of just chilling. Because you can find your working from December. January to December, honestly. Every day, in and out. True. And I know content creators do that also.
Actually, they rarely ever take breaks.
But now you see their breaks are from the platform.
Yeah.
So you see someone has gone for 1 week because Instagram is their office or something.
It's true.
So either you pre-create content schedule or maybe you don't have a campaign during that period and then you take a break. Because otherwise, you'll normalize, it will look normal and you'll feel, oh, I shouldn't take a break.
But what breaks I'm really? Not... Even employed people, 21 days in a year ni kitu ya kushangilia.
But that 21 days is so kidogo.
I think adults should have midterms more than children.
It should be like at least 40 days.
Surely.
At least 4 days a month, 3 days a month.
Yeah, like, let's think about that.
Let's
or 4 work days in a week. There are countries who've been implementing slowly. Let's follow suit. Let's keep in the next 5 years. Let's say that's the policy. We work 4 days.
And when you don't have to wait for the whole country, why were with your companies? You introduce a 4.
Sindio, watu wachangamke tu.
Hey, that can be nice. You're applying for something. Say, we work 4 days a week.
Wow.
So you have your Friday to Monday, or you have Monday off, which is
what do you think
nice
you would prefer, day. Monday or Friday off?
Monday. I feel like I work so well on Fridays, even when I was in my 9 to 5. Fridays when everything is, because I know at 5 weekend in Anza, I'd prefer a Monday.
Actually, yeah, I think Mondays would also be ideal.
Friday,
because
I'm usually so
Friday, it gives you opportunity. Even if you're going out that Friday, you go out Friday after.
But you've already done your work.
Done your work. Saturday, Sunday recovery, and Monday recovery.
I feel like Monday will force you to recover. Because are you going to drink on Monday?
You're not gonna drink on Monday.
Yeah, and maybe you can drink on Sunday, but still wake up at a reasonable time on Monday and chill.
Naangazia December bana. It's time for the break. My body is already feeling automatic. Like my mind, I'm really trying to put it here and be like, okay, you're still going.
Yeah, the year is still there.
But igurudumu ina give up.
I'm just giving myself a kapush at least November ikisha. December I do have, the things I have a lot of events, a lot of weddings, a lot of things. But that's okay. Time will pass, and then from 20th April, I'm just trying to chill. Even Christmas, it's not like it's gonna be at.
What plans do you have for New Year's, Christmas season?
I'm not even in that frame of mind right now. I think from December maybe is when I can think a bit.
Vitu za December siku ati think you. Vitu za December una book September. So what thinking? Are you still thinking in November?
I don't think I want to go to coast. It's definitely not on my list of things to do. I don't mind just chilling, actually. Honestly, it's not something we've had a conversation about or really thought about in detail. So, yeah. But definitely, I'm not doing Kilifi. Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely doing
Kilifi,
Kilifi. We booked our house in first week of October. I bought those tickets in September. I've been prepared. Now we are doing deposit this month. Then December 20, sherehe. So yeah, I'm very excited. I've not been to Kilifi, if I'm not wrong. I've not been to Kilifi before. So always exciting to be in the coastal areas. That's always, I think that's majorly where I always go for vacations. Yeah. The only place I don't go for vacations, or the only places I've gone this year at least, were Naivasha, which was for the rally, quote unquote. Oh, Nanyuki for New Year's. Okay, yeah, nimekuwa.
Just coast. But you've been to Kilifi County, though.
I've been to Kilifi County.
Watamu
is in Kilifi. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, I've been to Kilifi County, but I've not been. What's the difference? Vipingo. We're going to be in Vipingo. Then now the Kilifi, wherever it's going to be, we're going to be there.
Oh, you got accommodation?
Yeah, hiyo kitu tulipanga kitambo sana. And what I like is my summer bunny babies are coming home. So I'm really, really, really excited, especially my Australian bunnies, because Australia, watu wanaendanga, they come back after 5 years.
Yeah,
Australia after pandemic.
Australia is like a 2-day trip.
I feel like I'm even scared to meet such a different person from who I left. But I'm so happy that, shout out to my niggas from Australia. That's nice. So I'm really, really excited for them to come back. Especially my neighbor, Kevin, who was the love of my life before he left, and he's not been back home for like 3 years. Even Abel. Okay, I'm mentioning too many names, but
Abel listens to the podcast.
Abel listens to the podcast. That's
shout
true.
Out to you.
So shout out to Abel.
Kona diaspora.
Diaspora game. Hey.
Drop your flags in the chat. Let us know where you're from.
Yeah.
Remember we were looking at our analytics sometime. We saw Zambia was the highest.
Zambia for some hot minute was our highest.
Anyway,
it was one of those.
We're gonna have our live show there.
So I'm really excited for December. Probably also going to be travel season. I'm definitely going to Kisumu as well, which I love. And I think travel just gives me peace, but it also gives me stress because when you come back, I take so long to readjust.
Kwanza January.
Jan.
That heat.
I need to even just save for savings' sake, because the miscellaneous activities that pop up in December is not healthy.
There are plenty. Me, probably, I don't know, probably, God willing, travel, we'll see, but maybe Christmas, definitely here. Christmas, do people travel for Christmas? If you're not going to Shags, we'll go to other countries for Christmas. Maybe
you can just have something with friends.
Yeah. Oh, but they have friends. Was it last year I saw a lot of people having Christmas with their friends? It was really cute.
Yeah, it's just, sometimes it's just hard to find, because everyone's always with their family.
With their family, yeah. Even if, Christmas is just family time. But imagine the year is over. What?
Wow.
Yeah.
We should have done a 2022 recap episode, but too bad. You'll get it next year.
Yeah. But anyway, do we go straight to the dilemmas? Sorry guys, we didn't have an episode last week.
There was that.
Just as you were
trying to figure out how to record these episodes for you guys.
Yeah.
And
So again, shout out to everyone who sent us a dilemma.
Right, when you start the dilemma thing, by the way, make sure you subscribe. It's free. We didn't say our names. My name is Alice.
My name is Alexia Musau, and this is Banter Over Brunch.
Yes. Yeah, subscribe, follow us on our socials. We are also closing our Tusker campaigns as well this month. So yeah, keep pushing, keep supporting us as we close this off. But it's been a really good way to end this podcast season. I think we've done our part for the most of it, or rather we've done the consistency part of things.
We really
in terms of recording.
Shout out to our videographer behind the camera. Say hi. Hi. You guys can't even see. Shout out to Gidi and
Dead Pixel Studios. Shout out to Roy for giving us this space. It's where we've recorded most of this season as well. So yeah, you guys remember, if you want more details, we always tag them on most of our stuff on social. So follow us on Instagram, you can get the details there, but I think we also try leave the details in the description of wherever you're listening from.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah.
So let us start the
Begin.
dilemmas. We're gonna do about 5 of them, 5, 6,
depending on what time allows us.
So dilemma number 1, I'll read it. This was sent anonymously, so we don't know who this person is. I've quit my job to start a business that I don't have capital for, and I'm yet to tell my parents I've quit. So I don't know what help they want exactly.
What was the plan? I feel like, okay, but sometimes people quit. We've said this before, because it's just too much. But at the same time, okay, what was the plan? She wants to starting a business, not unless it's a podcast. Even this
we'll just tell you right now, money. You won't make money. It will cost you money.
It also costs money. Also, shout out to the guys who got the podcast fund from Spotify.
Africa.
I know it's
TMI, Man Talk,
Sandwich.
There's one more.
Is it Adele's?
No. But anyway,
shout out to you guys.
You are really
by in 2 years' time, we're gonna be in a good place in the podcast space. So shout out to those guys. But Tebu, read the dilemma again.
I've quit my job to start a business that I don't have capital for, and I'm yet to tell my parents I've quit.
I feel like maybe it's someone who maybe has the leverage of getting funding from the parents, and that's why she or he needs to tell the parents that they've quit the job. People quit jobs for many reasons,
but you see, that's a good point. You said for many reasons. This one has quit not to look for another job, to start a business. So for me, that's why I'm like, okay,
I feel maybe it's not for them.
So why didn't they put the capital aside before quitting?
Yeah, but it depends on also the business. I feel like there's a lot of context we are lacking, because also, there's only so much you can also save, depending on the type of business you're in and the amount you're being paid in your workplace. So take a loan. I hope you are eligible for a loan. And the business plan is looking very feasible in a way that will give you profits in time for you to be making those loan repayments. Because if you don't have capital and you don't have a job, if at least what you can have if you need money is to take a loan plus what you are going to ask for your parents.
But even that loan, because the banks like employed people, they like to see you have a constant check coming in. So now I don't know what you're going to tell them.
Those people, those platforms that give you loans very quickly, they also harass you very quickly.
In fact, they'll call your parents, and then your parents will say, "What do you mean? I got a loan, not got a job. Why does she need a loan?" Anyway, I'm trying to understand what the dilemma is. Either is it that you don't have capital to start the business, or you've not told your parents. I'm trying to figure out what the dilemma is. But anyway, I'm assuming you're over 18. That's why you have a job. Probably you're staying under your parents' roof. That's why you feel the need to really communicate this. And I think it was an adult decision. It has adult consequences, and you should face the consequences, face the conversation head on. And yeah, it won't be easy, because obviously they'll be like, so what's your plan? Which you have to say what exactly your plan is. As Ali said, probably you need some money from them. I think just have the conversation that's needed, because Sasa, will you be leaving the house to go and run for one day, the whole day, so that you come back looking like you've gone to the office?
And to add on that, like if you feel you quit the reason is you quit your job because you want to start your business and you're afraid to tell your parents, you also need to, before you tell your parents, maybe write that business plan of yours.
Yeah.
Flesh it out, and how you're going to make profits, Nini, so that by the time you're saying I quit my job, but it's for a valid reason, and you can justify the reasons that you're going to give them. It's better than having the conversation and saying I have a plan, and they are not able to see what this plan is. Kwanza kama ni muziki or nini, the arts, which takes parents 50 years to understand, you really need to build a case for your nini. So I think go back to the drawing board, really flesh out whatever plan it is that you have, and then you can go share with your parents if that's your biggest fear that they're going to.
I like that. Like, I have something to back you up rather than just saying, I want to start a business. Show the numbers, show how much it would. Because maybe they'll be free and they'll be like, okay, I'm going to invest in your business, but I want you to pay me back every month, or
They're
something.
the ones to ask for that loan of yours.
In fact, they'll have access to it easier. And maybe they just have money and they don't mind, investing in your business. So, yeah, treat it as you're going to talk to investors if you're keen on them giving you some money. And own it, own your decision, and move forward from there. There are many businesses that have started with loans, donations. I don't know what to say, because maybe they can say, okay, I'm just giving you this. You don't have to pay us back, but this is what we have, So, and all the best in your business. Let us know once you set it up. We can
alternatively
support you one way or another.
Alternatively, you can get a sugar daddy, sugar mommy. It's also a strategy. You know where to find them. There are specific clubs that these people love rendezvousing in.
Yeah.
Just go there, place yourself, especially as a woman. Perfect. Cheza 2 months, CV 3 months. Get what you need, and now tell your parents now the business plan.
That's a very long.
It's a long road, but it's a safe road sometimes. Safe is not the right word to use.
High risk, high returns.
Yes, high risk, high returns.
High returns. I think we can summarize. We can conclude that matter. Yeah.
And the next one.
Okay, I'm reading all of them.
Yeah.
Why? Read.
Tebu soma juu uko nayo hapo kwa simu sahi already.
Enda tu WhatsApp nilikutumia leo.
Aya. Next dilemma. How do you navigate a friend group splitting when you're close with both sides?
Here, friendships are just what? How do you navigate?
Actually, I feel like you've done it before, so maybe you can give us advice.
I'm trying to say a lot without saying much. Wait, who is close? I'm close with both sides. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've had friends who split up and I have individual relationships with them. And it's all about boundaries, I think. It goes back to boundaries, and again, also depends on the situation that led to the split,
That's true.
Some splits you can see clearly one person was fully and completely on the wrong, and did something totally unacceptable. Other times just a misunderstanding, or people have just grown apart,
So do you feel like your friend might feel you're betraying them by not being friends with this person because you know for a fact that this was a huge betrayal from the other friend to the friend?
Ati, my friend, one of them,
they split because one of your friends is definitely on the wrong.
Okay, this one is on the wrong. Mm-hmm.
Let's just give a cheating scenario. This one had a boyfriend, then this friend akaingia, whatever. But you're still friends with, sometimes you cancel the behavior, but your friend sometimes you're just like, this is the individual. But now do you think your friend will feel betrayed for you maintaining the friendship?
Of course.
And will you still maintain that friendship?
That's what I'm saying. For me, it's about the way the split happened as well. For me, that would be very important. If it's some values that I'm like, Apo, apana, you've crossed, because now it's cheating. Surely, even me, I feel like you've betrayed me. It's not my relationship, but what were you doing? So obviously, I don't think my friend this good friend, this one who didn't cheat, she'll feel. What do you mean you're still hanging out?
Then they'll probably just stay with that man. This is a very hypothetical
No,
example.
but yeah, even I'll be annoyed because cut both of them off because you can't. He was part of it, Anyway. So for me, it depends on the circumstances, number one. If there are things that are unacceptable, I'll definitely have to choose one friend over the other. Number two, again, as I was saying, maybe it was just a misunderstanding, and their friendship can't continue for both of them, and it's mutually agreed upon, and they're like, us, we don't have to be friends anymore. It's just boundaries. I'll have to, because now it's a different dynamic. Let's say if it's a group of 3 friends, we're not 3 friends anymore. We can't be sharing the same things. I can't be hanging out with the 3 of them. It's either I'm having time for you, we're doing our thing. I'm having time for you, we're doing our thing. Maybe things like birthdays, maybe they'll have to meet up and stuff like that, but just also not getting so deep into the story so that now I'm almost choosing sides or sort of showing one and some attitude and, or taking stories from this one to that one, this one to this one, and causing and bring up much, much more drama than is necessary. So it's an uncomfortable space to be in, but life is just not always comfortable, and you just have to have those adult conversations and make those boundaries. And if so-and-so says, if it's a plan with me, I don't want to see so-and-so, and it's a plan that you can control, then just, control that situation for your friend, just so that everyone is sort of comfortable. Yeah. But if it's something that, cheating or stealing or talking shit all the time, hey, it's hard because maybe you're closer to that person who's talking shit all the time, but it's sort of like, you gotta choose because you can't play both sides at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with most of the things that you've said. I also think it's a matter of both friends respecting you or respecting each other, like you respecting them and them respecting you.
Yeah.
I say that because, first of all, as that friend in that position, you need to, of hating the other friend and still having a middle person, you need to fully just understand that this is a friendship breakup between you and the other person and not between the middle person. So that technically means that you need to process that they're still going to be friends with your enemy.
Wow. Actually have a friend who's going through the same thing currently, right now. Like her friend is friend with her enemy.
Yeah.
And she just has to deal with it.
And I guess
it's unfair. But
and you as the middle friend, I think it's just knowing, I think boundaries, like you said, knowing that if you can just decide not to meet, if there's something which sometimes can also now be like, hey, of course there's an important day for me, and I want both of you to be there, but the occasions where I think they can come up where your friend is going to feel like, oh, you didn't invite me because Nani was going to be there, and they have friends, and not wanting you to feel uncomfortable. But of course, even me being the one being told I didn't want you there because it was you'll feel some type of way about it. So I don't know, as much as possible, just avoid having scenarios where we have to be in the room 24/7. I mean, too often. If it's birthdays, people just need to come to an understanding.
Yeah. Pretend for 3 hours.
You can pretend, you can just and are you supposed to say hi? Like,
it can be awkward, but that's the thing. I think with time, some things, very few people remain awkward after like 1 year. I'm like, in the first few months, maybe it's a bit tense. You don't know what to do. But surely after 3 years, you are still looking at me badly. Come on. Like, so much has happened. We have a new president and a new regime. We had COVID.
We are not in COVID times.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, but
I mean, I still look at those people badly. So
I think even me, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I want to go out of my way to show you I don't like you. Because at the end of the day, you're just one person out of 20 in the room. I'm not even talking to you. I'm not even, so... again, maybe you want to say hi, but someone doesn't say hi. So it's just a matter of reading the room.
Me, I never know if I'm supposed to say hi, actually. I'm asking that for myself.
I'd rather say hi and be ignored and be like, hey, okay, than not say hi. And I think generally I don't like making people feel bad. So I'll just say hi. But
hi.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be so much. As long as but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so navigating, you just know it's a very common thing. I think that may give you peace of mind.
Yeah.
And just setting the boundaries that need to be set, and you'll be fine.
And also your friends need to not stress you, because let's say it's a friend group of maybe 6 people and it's 3 or 7 people, you're the middle and 3, and you're having a function. It's my function, don't bring your drama here, Actually, behave yourself. Also, you who is on the other side, behave yourself. If it's, don't now bad mouth, don't come with funny energy. If it's for your friend, show up and chill, have a good, don't make it about yourself, don't make it about your drama. If no one provokes you, don't provoke anyone, just, because it can be very unfair to that person who is in the middle, because now they're stressed. They're like, these people are going to kill each other. It's very unfair. Don't be selfish about the whole situation. I hope we've helped you.
But if you can choose.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Pia, go sit with yourself and see and do the math. If you decide to choose and move on. It's never that serious.
Because I think one thing I normally say, even just friends and their partners, or I don't know, my friends who decide to do things, they've met each other and now they like each other. I want to bring it in the context of trying to see things how they go. Your friends decided to meet and see what's up, be in a situationship or whatever situation, whatever. First of all, removing myself from that situation. And second, I really very strongly choose sides in that scenario. I don't know if it's a good thing, bad thing, but I'm normally like, if shit hits the fan, I'm choosing. Most of the times it's my girls. Like, if push comes to shove, I'm choosing her first before you.
Yeah. And
I think for me it makes it easier, so that when it ends, you are not surprised
that I've not called to tell you so.
That I have chosen sides. I will not stop being your friend, but just know my loyalties are with this person. So if my friend was to do something horrendous like cheating, I am not going to be telling you. But if you do the same, I shall tell them. I think that's the best way to put it.
You're going to tell my
loyalties are to this other person.
Yeah.
So that's also an advice that I'd give you. Me, I normally set those boundaries.
Actually, I don't think I communicate it, but you'll just know. Me, I'm not for you, by the way. Me, I'll be the first one to come. But if I don't like you, got you. I'll be Edgar Obare. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, you don't read that?
Yeah.
So we got this one. Hey guys, love your stuff.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I laugh at if I don't know if this is a dilemma, but I was in Strathmore. Was supposed to graduate this year, but I got a job which I love doing. I balanced school plus work for a while, but it became overwhelming, manze. I had to make a choice, so I ended up dropping out, but always question myself if that was the right choice. What would you have done if it were you? Can't wait for your next one. So let's paraphrase. Was in Strath doing a degree, was to graduate this year, got a job, balanced for a while, got a bit overwhelmed. A job that they like, balanced for a while, got overwhelmed, dropped out, and is wondering if they made the right choice. Let me start. Strathmore gives you 8 years to finish a degree. Like after 8 years now, isn't that like, okay, you have to probably start again or something. So for me, what I'd advise is maybe this is your season, maybe to immerse yourself into work and stuff like that. But I feel like this question will always nag you, and I'm assuming maybe you have 1 more year of school, or definitely maybe not 2 years plus. And I think even as you climb the corporate ladder, maybe right now you're comfortable because you're in one setting or you're in one organization that you know how they work. You got a job even before you graduated. But things happen, things change. Maybe you have to move, maybe you have to get another job, and you get into a place where not having a degree is limiting you from certain opportunities. So for me, I'd say go back to school, try figure out how you can complete the degree. And I believe even nowadays, organizations and people, especially if you have a company that is approachable, or, you can just say, I'm trying to balance school and work. And you can sort of form a system that works for you. If it means, even maybe evening classes. If it means you leave work at 4, maybe come in a bit, you can always, as long as you communicate, I believe, if it's an organization that values you and and even your development, there's a way it can work. But for me, I'd always say, if you have the opportunity, it's better to have a degree and what do they say, rather than look for a job and you don't have this thing that is, I don't know how to say it, but people say it often. So yeah, I don't think you've made the wrong decision, but I'd advise you to just get it over and done with. If it's just 1 year you want to sacrifice, finish and then move on, because I don't want it to reach a point where you're about to get an opportunity but this paper is limiting you from that opportunity. It's better you have it with you and don't need it than need it and don't have it.
My opinion on this is, I think as soon as you can, go back and finish the degree, especially if you have less years left. I feel like, I say this because when you get to the work life, I feel you can get so immersed in it that now it becomes difficult for you to say, I'm going back to pursue this degree, because now you start getting money and then you look for even more ways to make more money, and then it just becomes just the cycle of it. So it makes it harder for you to go back to school. Uni is not like high school where you say nitaacha tu nirudi and utarudi. Even I think even guys in the rural areas normally have the same struggles. You take a break and then now you're married.
Wow, okay. But it's true. Sasa even kusoma na mtoto.
You're married, you're with the kids. So unafikiria kurudi shule. I feel it's very intense. So I'd really push to get a degree. And I say that because right now, especially right now, I have a friend. My friends, you've been seeing that thing going around of you, Jimani saying content. Your friends are content. Yeah, if your friend is going to really try to paraphrase it in a way that I don't push boundaries for them. But I know someone who the parents never got their degrees. And so right now, difficult times have come, and that's the one thing I think they are regretting, because it's especially when you're older, very difficult that you still don't have this paper. This one thing, by the way, that doesn't necessarily hold too much weight, except I don't know. It's the most. It's not as in your degree really wouldn't take you at you probably end up in your industry, or what people say your degree is useless. It is, but until you need it will get you through some of those doors for whatever reason. And you never know which doors you're locking yourself on. So 1,000%, I think if you can balance both. I know it can be difficult. Me, I did it for 2.5 years, but I did it in a pandemic era. Thank you, Jesus. And I like that these days a lot of the jobs give you the chance to work from home. So there's a lot of flexibility involved. I know Strathmore can be a lot, but me, I 1,000% advocate for you to finish a degree. The sooner the better, because that thing you can really end up questioning yourself for too long. And if you're those people for such things can really bother you, you'll never be satisfied with yourself.
And already I think if it's a dilemma, it's sort of in the background.
In the back of your mind.
Bothering you.
Yeah, that job is going to be sweet. But when now you're looking for, I don't know, you as a human being, there's so many changes you go through in your life. Right now, you're in this phase and you feel it's comfortable, and that's perfect. I think if you grab the opportunity that you have now and leverage it as best as you can, but you don't know whether in 5 years you will want a serious corporate job with a certain pay that you won't be able to get because you don't get a degree. And it also depends on the industry, because I know the only one that I feel maybe you can maneuver for forever. 2 things. You have your own business. You're a freelancer and it works out for you, whether that's now things like social media influencing, photography, videography. There are industries where I feel you can maneuver your way through, especially, and in the corporate space, I'd say things to do with coding and UI UX design. I feel like coding is more about your skills. So whether you have it or you don't, and it's something that it can be taught, learned. There are so many short courses. that can work your way around it. But I think if you can finish, don't limit yourself. You can get that degree and finish umalizane tu nayo.
Yeah, juu shaanza. If you were to graduate this year, then you probably started 2018. Just because, finish.
And I feel like people start feeling some type of way because now your classmates will also go different paths.
Yeah,
some people,
you're not in class with people. It's like they're kids.
And now you start feeling after you see people's lives transition after graduation. Maybe they've got this really good corporate job. This person you are classmates with, Mara now, I don't know. You start even things that had nothing to do with the degree. You start thinking they got this because they got the degree that I didn't get. Yeah. If I would have also been there if I had got it. So if you really feel it's something that can bother you, itakusumbua sana.
Maliza. I think in short, just Maliza. Again, it's not gonna be easy. We're not here to say it's gonna be easy.
It's not.
We may have juggled school and work and we may give up. I chose work at some point, and I'm taking time for school. So just be honest with yourself. Be able to also take the sacrifices. I don't know if maybe even if you move from being a full-time employee to part-time, like.
But you know, now you start getting money and then now quitting is always a difficult thing.
Opportunity cost. It will cost you something. Either your time, either your money, something. But yeah, all the best.
Yeah. Do it when you're young so that now when you're 26,
there's
so many responsibilities you have to think about as you grow older.
Yeah. Next, Alice. Teamwork.
Lol, the first tweet I'm seeing here, I'm glad I dropped out on my phone.
I saw it from Jerry.
Yeah.
She's into music. I was actually in school with her. She was young.
By the way, talanta by the way unaweza nacha hadi
she was younger than me. I think in LCBR. Yeah. But okay, what you said also about freelancing. But you see now, even like your friends' parents, probably they managed to do it for so many years, and then life happens one day, and you actually need a formal job. You know.
Yeah.
Or like you can't sustain your business anymore, and now.
You just also look at statistics. I don't know, not everyone has to. Some people, it just works out for them. But statistically, out of 10,000 artists, only like 10 of them will make it.
Statistics by Alice Kanji Limited. Anyway, you all get the point.
If you do the probability calculations, you'll see, you start really think, just really process, will I be part of the statistics? You know, sometimes you can really believe yourself, but just think about it. Sit down and really think, do I really have the full-on potential to say this is what I'm pursuing full-time, and the full-on privilege to do it? Because there are people whose parents, they can always fall back to their parents' successes or their family, whatever funding that they already have. Mtu kama Kausha atakuwa sawa. Mtu kama mziki haita mnini. And we are being out.
Anyway.
So the next dilemma, my girl bestie acts all romantic in public, but in private she keeps it purely friends vibe. I have also started catching feelings. I don't know why you've said also, like she has feelings for you. But anyway, why does she do that? Note, Kitambo, she had a crush on me, but I was not feeling her. With time, tables have turned. My first thing I'm going to say is this is such man behavior where they fumble a woman and then they have to wait till you fucked up or fumbled for you to realize, oops, I actually liked her.
Okay.
May always have sentiments about that because men do that all the time. Why do you wait to fumble before you decide to? So let me read it again. My girl bestie acts all romantic in public, but in private she keeps it purely friends vibe. I've also started catching feelings. Why does she do that? Note, Kitambo, she had a crush on me, but I was not feeling her. With time, tables have turned.
Okay. So he used to have a crush on her.
She used to have
I have my own story here. She used to have a crush on him. He wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
Nowadays, she acts romantic in public.
In private.
In public.
She acts romantic in public.
Yeah, this is an interesting
public,
story.
Yeah.
In public, so when guys are there. No, she doesn't want you to get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's scaring the girls around you. She wants to cock block, for lack of a better word.
She basically just wants you to be available.
Yeah, because why in public are you acting like, oh, we're so... and then in private, nothing.
I think this is something that can easily be solved by purely having a conversation, first of all. Have you brought it up? Like, you're asking us, but have you asked her? I think this is something you can really ask her. Why are you...
And already she had a crush on him. So I don't know if he's surprised. She likes you, probably. But I think maybe she's seeing you have potential now. Now is when she's seeing the potential. So in public, she's really trying to make sure, to confuse you.
I feel like she's not sure whether she has feelings for you or not, because or whether you like her or not. Maybe she does in history in a solviva communication where we're seriously. I have also started catching feelings. Where have you there's an assumption here that she has feelings. Who told you she has feelings for you? I have also. Hakuna also hapo.
See, ameanza catch feelings juu venye anaonyesha romantic things in public. If someone is romantic with you, she'll start feeling, okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where his feelings came from. Because he's saying Kitambo, she's the one who liked him. He didn't feel it. But now he's feeling it, I think, because she's being outwardly expressive. Anyway, both
she
of
doesn't want you to be with anyone else.
Yeah.
I don't know if she likes you or not. That's something you need to ask her, not us, to be honest. Bestie, unajua bestie. Mumekiss before. There's context I need in this story. Because the bestie
romantic games.
Vitu za bestie tunajuanga. Alafu now you end up in a relationship and there's this bestie that is acting the way she's still acting.
And in public she'll be touching you and you'll start fighting with your girlfriend because
now it's war.
Even have boundaries in your friendship. I have
a friend who actually has a similar dilemma where, I have a friend of a friend where they were telling me there's this guy and this girl who've been best friends for so long. But I don't know, they have such good banter, but they've never really pursued each other. But every time there's someone in a relationship, there's always an issue with this friendship or whatever it is. And maybe they had feelings for each other at some point, but it couldn't work because they had a boyfriend or this person had a girlfriend. But kuna hiyo connection yenye iko, but you can't pursue because you've brought other people into the equation. But this friendship is always an issue to any relationship you have. But it's always like this partner now, the issue is he doesn't want to stop being friends with this girl, but it's bringing problems with the girlfriend.
Itabidi may choose, by the way. Yeah, just do away with the whole friendship if you're not going to say you like each other, the both of you. Either you choose to date or you ditch the whole friendship. Because now it's going to sabotage all your relationships. And exactly, you start hurting other people who were not even there when you formed your friendship, you know. So it's very unfair. Either you decide, let's try it out. Ama, you stop being friends and you go your separate ways and do your separate things.
So anyway,
along your friends
talk to your girl
bestie.
You're bringing someone else into the equation of where they don't need to be. Kwanza even me, I have a dilemma. It's not a dilemma, but can you imagine?
Can you send it on your DM?
DM, Banter Over Brunch. I think I even told you, but there's a time I went to Alchemist and there's this crazy girl who I was saying hi to this guy I knew for years from class 8. Nimemjua. So, and it's not like we never text or talk. I just went to say hi and this girl went crazy. She was pulling my hair. She wanted to fight me. She didn't want me to hug him, she wanted me to leave the club that she found me in.
Are you mad? Do I know you?
Like, I feel like I even talked about it in this podcast. I just went, oh my gosh, hi, how are you? No. Who are you? Bye.
I wish you were there.
And I was just like, okay, bye. Mi niliacha tu hiyo story hivyo. Kijana naye ananifuata, no, sorry, like, that's not, hey, disaster. Dame, sasa ananijamia like I am trying to steal her man. Hey, I'm telling you, it was war. Even bouncers came. That girl was really on my neck. That there's a big insecurity. The reason I'm bringing it up, flash forward 2 weeks ago or last week.
Fast forward. It's not a
Flash forward. Ati flash forward. Nimesema flash forward. Fast forward. About 2 weeks ago, I received a follow from this guy. I thought we already follow each other, but it's like he's created a new account. Sawa.
Don't tell me it's the babe behind the account.
Wacha niambie hii story. Sasa tujui, that's the mystery. But this guy, so I'm like, okay, maybe waliachana and he had to unfollow me. I mean, because she stalked me or something, and then now they've broken up. Now he's following me again. So sawa, I followed him back. Nimeacha hiyo story hivyo. Kidogo DM from this guy. Hey. Okay.
And does the account look like it's his? It's a new account. I mean,
it's his face. Pictures? There's no pictures in that account, but
tabs.
It was nothing. It was I just thought he created a new Instagram account, and there's nothing that has ever gone on with this. Like,
she's not creating the relationship even now.
I genuinely don't. Let me tell you, I responded hi. I just said hi with the emoji of hands. Stop texting me. I have a girlfriend. He said, fuck off, I have a girlfriend. Nani ndo alitext heni? Mimi ndio ama nimepoteza tu plot hapo. I didn't tell you this story.
What?
I said, what? And then she or he deleted the first hey, they DM'd me. So now it looks I'm the initiator of hey.
Ebu send
fuck
a voice
off,
message.
I have a girlfriend. Acha nikwambie tu kitu.
Just abuse her
so
right now.
I just responded lol. Then I don't know, I don't know, it responded something else like fuck off or like, insulting me. Like, and I'm like,
you're the one causing this drama.
Yes, yani from Alchemist bado alinistalk to find out what my Instagram is, my name, my handles. Jesus. Then, and because I'm already deaf, because knowing that guy, I don't think he would do such behaviors.
No,
he's not a guy like that. Then I said, see, then you block me. Yes, I said, I sent a laughing emoji and I said, but see, you block me. Indeed, they did block me after that last interaction. And I said, this is crazy behavior. Women.
No, you're
and
in that relationship.
That thing was over a year ago.
Yeah,
so me, I'm also wondering, they are still together. This man
and
is
she
still
remembers
with
you.
Crazy woman. Naweza sema hivyo na nanifuata tu hapa podcast nipata
namba yangu. Grow up.
Am I that big of a... Come on.
You're a big deal. You're
a
hot topic in people's relationship.
I am.
Na wewe uko hapa tu.
I'm sure she went, why is this babe texting you? Na niendo alini DM.
With a fake account.
Anyway. Guys,
if you find yourself overworking in your relationship,
crazy women just like crazy women because I don't understand how you're still in a relationship with someone like that. Fuck off, I have a girlfriend.
But you're...
Mimi nimesema tu hey, na ni wewe ndo umenitext, ukanifollow.
And you're his friend. So you know you have that friend.
I can't see that guy. If I see him again, I don't even want to talk. Don't talk to me.
Don't
talk to me.
There's
danger.
You know where the danger is.
Where the danger is. And it's funny because we all have mutual friends. Like our friends know this guy. Nagabi, we all...
ask them.
Let me not say that. No, I'm just saying names.
Ask them how that relationship is.
Actually, I wanted to call one of my friends. Like, this guy, is he okay? Is he leave for a relationship? Because what's going on here? But I also ask myself, what makes her be as insecure as she is? What has that man done pia yeye? There's some people, women just don't become crazy out of nowhere if you think about it.
But don't let the crazy.
But no, me, that's 0 out of 10. Kiddy, please don't allow such behavior for your girlfriends.
Now you break up. Can we normalize breaking up?
Normalize breaking up.
Yeah, because you're so stressed that you just think about forming an account, deleting the message, so it looks like you texted. Just
so
break up with
a
person who you met a year ago, who had a
bado namsumbua, seriously.
Anyway, mwenye ametuma dilemma, just have that conversation. Tabaki mkienda around in circles. And just know it might change the dynamic of the friendship. Be willing for that to happen. Yeah. Already it has changed if she's flirting with you in public.
Yeah. So be ready for any response you're going to get.
So next one. Hey, love the podcast. Thank you. You didn't say thank you. I don't know if I'm late in posting a dilemma. I have, but here it goes. As a person who has an online job, how does one make new friends? The friends I grew up with all branched out because I was out of the country for uni, and my family relocated during that period. The job I have is an international one, meaning I really don't work with anyone based here, and the main friends I made in uni are people based in other countries.
So basically, how do you make friends when you no longer have
With the people
those friends?
And it's a very common thing, because I met someone I know has been struggling because all his friends are not in the country.
It's true. Even when you go to another country, finding your new friends.
Yeah.
I have our friend here. Every other, you can be there 1 year, 2 years. It's still difficult to find friends.
But you see, that one is sort of like you're prepared for it because you're going elsewhere. But when you're in your country, you're like, where's everyone at?
I think one thing you should know, it's easier because you're home. Let's start from there.
Facts, yeah.
So first of all, I think reflect on how did you make friends the first time you left to the new place that you were in. Because those tips that you already have, maybe you can try and follow through when you're here. Of course, I'm going to give you the generic responses of being willing enough to go places yourself, like whether that's reasonable events or, I think even small events that are wholesome. There's some events that are so wholesome, people are normally so friendly. Like a paint and sip is something that I think you can find people who are willing to talk. There's a time I just went to Czech Cafe and I met some lovely ladies who are still my friends till today. Just, I think, being open enough to taking yourself out there. You won't make friends that online of yours on that computer. It's true. So putting yourself out there, honestly, is the best way I can put it. And if you have one friend, I think it only takes you to meet one who's really good, and then to connect you to others, and then to remove you from that cocoon. But maybe finding that one friend is the problem. But finding that one friend, I think, from putting yourself out there is better than me. Ama you DM someone who you feel.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah. Shoot a friendship shot. Maybe there's someone you think you can hang out with that you have in your Instagram, your Twitter, your Snapchat. I know it can be a bit awkward, whether you're a babe, whether you're a guy. It's always awkward, but you never know. Again, you just have to put yourself out there. As Alisa said, no one is really gonna come to your house. It's very rare, But where your interests are at, if it's sports, if it's music, if it's, there's always things that are happening. Thank God Nairobi is a very vibrant.
Yeah. I think you can find, hata kwa gym ukienda regularly, at the same time, you probably meet someone who but be very specific gyms. Kuna watu huko unaweza shtukia ni bwana unapata na si hata friend. So I don't know where that has come from. Yeah, I think people can find their people in gyms.
You've told us that before. How is that going?
Yeah, I have my regulars in the gym at the time I go, but it's not. I think the other one that there's a specific one. Your Junction Mall ina watu. Diamond Plaza. If I was Indian, if I was Muslim, by the way, if you're that community, huku kwangu is Diamond Plaza, Smart Gyms
is the place to be.
Is the place to be. Your people are in plenty.
Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna say it's not gonna be easy. Making friends is not easy. Even me right now, if all my friends move to another country, okay, I think I'd still manage. I think because I'm a social person. Yeah, if it depends also on your. It becomes very difficult when you're
an adult, though. I know, especially as you keep growing older and older and older, making friends becomes difficult. But
does if Bumble have Bumble
BFF?
For
Yes,
BFF
it
for
does.
Even guys now.
But people know. Imagine, and it works. Okay, I know it's worked for my friend abroad. I don't know if it works here. And basically, people normally go there to look for adventures. Like, we're going on a trip. We need one extra person, or we have a group, whatever. So we need someone to. And my friend has actually gone for those interactions, and they're always really good. So, figure out what you like to do. And which kind of spaces you can find the type of people that you think you can vibe with. I'll tell you, go to Gondwana. I know you can make such lovely friends there. But it depends on your crowd and what you like to do.
What you like to do? There's in this group that does hikes and stuff like that. You know,
Exactly.
let's drift, and you go
Yeah.
and you meet so many other people. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what you like doing, and it's not even crazy hikes. There are some that for beginner friendly, so you can just randomly one day just go for those things. Like, all I'm trying to say is you'll have to put yourself out
You
there.
do.
And it's gonna be uncomfortable, but you gotta do it anyway. You never
You
know
have
what
to
will
do
come. And as Alisa said, one person will lead you to the next, to the next, to the next. Before you know it, go party. You've met two other friends, and you join the
People who
squad.
are so willing. Like, I know
Yeah.
for me, if I meet such a cool person and they don't have friends here or whatever, I'll be so willing. Like, actually, next week we're doing something with my friends. Like, come through. And I think that's how I even integrated my lovely white friend, who is now even dating my friend. Me, I'm a linker.
They're dating.
Yeah, they're girlfriend, boyfriend.
With
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah, so
Alisa,
always
the matchmaker.
the eater, but not the eatered. So you don't know that.
That's a
Anyway,
TikTok.
just it's a TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even him, he just put himself out there. We met at work. I introduced him to my friends. And
now he has a
he's
girlfriend.
flourishing. Now he has a girlfriend. He has his own nini. So yeah, you definitely have to experience some uncomfortability before you get comfortable.
Yeah.
Just like I'm assuming you did when you were in the previous country you were in. Yeah.
Nice.
Miss Yoni, if you have time for another dilemma, do we?
The Twitter ones.
Even Giddy has said no. Yeah.
Sour.
Okay. Well, that's sad, but
Okay, I think we've addressed. Wait, what? At least that's the ones guys said.
that's sad. Maybe we'll start the next episode with one dilemma or two, and but we're still here.
That's okay.
Dilemmas will. Sorry, we won't solve your problems in real time, but we'll try
No,
our best.
there were some that were high priority, and I think we've answered.
Yeah. Guy, don't say that like other people's dilemmas.
No,
are
the
not
other ones.
high
Remember,
priority.
there's one we found on Twitter that we wanted to
We
discuss.
wanted to
There are
discuss.
two
I think
dilemmas
we can
picked
discuss
out
them
on the
maybe
next
one or two episodes, one or two in the next episode if we have time. But yes, thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks so much for sending in your dilemmas. I really enjoyed this
Yeah.
episode.
I like that there were actual real issues.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it wasn't just vibes. Like it was
exactly.
actual things that people are going through, and there's friendship, there was career, academics in it, those relationships. Yeah, so we covered a wide range of topics. And thank you
yeah.
guys for sending those in. I think we'll be with season 6. Maybe we'll have 2 per season, maybe.
Yeah, two dilemma
episodes per
episodes.
season,
We'll try our best.
or even 1 per episode, 1 dilemma per episode. We'll see.
We'll see how to go about it. But yes, if you really enjoyed this episode, please feel free to keep sending in your dilemmas so that we can keep discussing them on the show and we make it a regular thing for us to, I think it's a point of interaction between us and you guys, and we always love those opportunities for us to really get to hear from our audience. So yeah, one more episode left and this year and in this season, and we're very excited about it. And
It will come out when it comes out. Maybe
yeah,
this month.
how do your expectation? It will come out this month.
That's all we're saying.
That's all we're saying. Merry Christmas. Oh, not yet. We'll say in the next episode. Merry Christmas, Happy New
Thanksgiving.
Year. Happy Thanksgiving to
in the
our
States
abroad,
this year. Yeah.
abroad guys.
This month.
And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.